Welcome back to English Listening Pod. Today we have an amazing English listening practice session for you, all about talking about hobbies.
That's right. Learning how to talk about your hobbies is one of the best ways to practice real English conversation for beginners and improve your overall English speaking skills.
Yes, when you meet new people, they almost always ask, "What do you like to do in your free time?" In this lesson, you will learn simple daily English vocabulary and slow English phrases so you can answer that question easily and naturally.
Exactly. So stay tuned until the end to build your English vocabulary and make your spoken English sound much more natural.
So, Ryan, let's start with a simple question. What do you usually like to do when you are not working? What are your favorite hobbies?
Well, Sarah, I have a few hobbies, but my absolute favorite one is hiking in nature. I really love walking in the mountains on the weekend.
Oh, hiking sounds wonderful. Do you usually go hiking alone or do you go with friends?
I usually go with a group of friends. It is a great way to relax and unwind after a long, busy week. How about you, Sarah? What do you like to do in your spare time?
I really enjoy cooking. I love trying out new recipes from different countries. For example, last weekend I made homemade Italian pasta from scratch.
Wow, homemade pasta. That sounds delicious. Are you really into cooking, or is it just something you do once in a while?
Oh, I am definitely very passionate about cooking. It helps me focus on something creative and fun. Plus, my family gets to eat good food.
That is awesome. You know, listening to conversations like this is a fantastic way to improve your English immersion and learn English fast.
By the way, if you are enjoying this video, please take a quick second to click the like button and subscribe to English Listening Pod.
Yes, please. When you subscribe and like our videos, it tells the YouTube algorithm that this content is helpful for people learning English. It really helps our channel grow so we can keep making free lessons for you.
And we want to hear from you today. What is your favorite hobby? Do you prefer outdoor activities like hiking or indoor hobbies like cooking? Write your answer in the comments below, right now.
That is a great question. I really hope everyone leaves a comment. Writing short comments in English is another simple way to practice thinking in English.
Absolutely. You know, Ryan, another hobby I recently started is gardening. I planted some small tomatoes and fresh basil on my balcony.
Really? Gardening is such a peaceful hobby. Was it difficult for you to take up a new hobby like that?
At first, a little bit. I didn't know much about plants or watering schedules, but I watched a few tutorials and now my plants are growing really well.
That is super cool, Sarah. Trying new things always keeps life exciting and fresh.
Now, let's do our lexicon analysis. We extracted 5 key words and phrases from our conversation to help you understand how to use them in different contexts.
Great, let's go through them together.
Free time. This is the time when you are not working or studying and you can do whatever activity you enjoy.
Unwind. This means to relax and reduce stress after doing hard work or having a busy day.
Into. When you say you are into something, it means you really like, enjoy, or are interested in that activity.
Passionate about. This means you have a very strong feeling of enthusiasm, love, or excitement for a specific hobby or subject.
Take up. This phrasal verb means to start doing a new hobby, sport, or activity for the first time.
Those are 5 fantastic phrases to add to your daily English conversation toolkit.
Speaking of trying new things, Ryan, do you play any musical instruments or have you ever wanted to learn one?
Oh, I used to play the acoustic guitar when I was in high school, but I haven't played in years. I really miss practicing every afternoon.
Really? I didn't know you played the guitar. Why did you stop playing?
Life just got busy with work and university. It became hard to find time. But lately, I have been thinking about picking it up again.
You definitely should. Playing an instrument is such a rewarding hobby. Music is actually a universal language, just like learning English.
That is so true. Listening to songs in English with lyrics is also another great way to improve your English vocabulary naturally.
Exactly. What about quieter hobbies? Do you like reading books in your quiet time?
Oh, absolutely. I am a total bookworm. I love reading fiction, especially mystery stories and historical novels, before going to sleep.
A total bookworm. I love that expression. Reading is such a fantastic way to escape reality for a little while and relax your mind.
It really is. I often get lost in a good book for hours without noticing the time pass. Do you read much, Sarah?
I do, but these days I listen to audiobooks more often. Since I cook and clean around the house, listening to audiobooks helps me multitask.
Audiobooks are wonderful. They are very similar to podcasts, like our English listening pod. You can listen while doing daily chores.
Exactly. And speaking of our podcast, if you are finding this real English conversation helpful, please leave a comment right now.
Yes, tell us in the comments, do you prefer reading physical books or listening to audiobooks? Write books or audiobooks below.
Your comments really help YouTube show our channel to more students who want to learn English online for free. It makes a huge difference.
It really does, so please don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and join our amazing global community of learners.
Another hobby that many people enjoy nowadays is photography. Do you take a lot of photos with your phone or a real camera, Ryan?
Mostly with my phone. Whenever I go hiking on weekends, I love taking pictures of mountains, trees, and sunsets.
That sounds beautiful. Photography helps you appreciate the small details in nature that we usually ignore during busy weekdays.
Exactly. It forces you to slow down, look around, and enjoy the present moment.
Now, let's look at our lexicon analysis for this part of our English lesson. We picked 5 useful words and phrases from our dialogue. Used to. This expression is used to talk about actions or habits that you did regularly in the past, but do not do anymore.
Pick up. This phrasal verb means to start learning or doing a skill or hobby again after stopping for some time.
Bookworm. This is a fun idiom used to describe a person who loves reading books very much and spends a lot of time reading.
Get lost in. This phrase means to give all your attention to something, like a book or a movie, so that you forget everything around you.
Multitask. This verb means to do 2 or more different activities or tasks at the exact same time.
These 5 phrases are super helpful for your daily English conversation practice when talking about what you love to do.
Speaking of hobbies that help us relax, Ryan, what do you usually like to do on a rainy day when you cannot go hiking outside?
Rainy days are my favorite excuse to stay indoors. I love playing board games or video games with my friends.
Board games are so much fun. Do you play casual games or do you like really long strategy games?
I like games where we can work as a team, but sometimes a little friendly competition is exciting too. It's a fun way to catch up with friends.
That sounds great. For me, when the weather's bad, I like doing indoor physical activities like yoga or home workouts.
Oh, yoga is fantastic. It really helps to stretch your muscles and clear your head after sitting at a desk all day.
Exactly. Staying active is super important, especially if you spend hours studying or working on a computer. It gives you so much energy.
You know, Sarah, learning a new language like English is actually a very popular hobby for millions of people around the world.
Yes, many people don't think of language learning as a hobby, but it truly is. It challenges your brain and opens up so many opportunities.
And practice makes progress. Watching videos with slow English and listening to real English conversation every day builds your confidence step by step.
That is why we love creating these lessons for you. If you want to keep practicing every single week, hit that subscribe button right now so you never miss an episode of English Listening Pod.
Yes, joining our community is completely free, and it helps you make steady progress in your English listening practice.
By the way, we want to know, what is your favorite rainy day hobby? Do you like playing games, watching movies, or doing exercise indoors? Leave a comment below.
We read all your comments, and it makes us so happy to see people from all over the world practicing their written English here.
Another hobby I want to mention is DIY crafts and making things by hand. Have you ever tried woodworking or painting, Ryan?
Oh, I am terrible at painting. My drawings look like stick figures, but I really respect people who have hands-on artistic hobbies.
Well, art is not about being perfect. It's about enjoying the creative process and expressing yourself without pressure.
You are totally right, Sarah. Having hobbies is all about joy, not perfection.
Now, let me and Ryan do our lexicon analysis for this part of the conversation. We picked 5 useful phrases you heard today.
Catch up with. This phrasal verb means to talk with someone you haven't seen in a while to hear their latest news and updates.
Clear your head. This expression means to do something that helps you stop worrying and relaxes your mind so you can think clearly.
Stay active. This phrase means to keep moving your body and doing physical exercises or sports regularly to remain healthy.
Hands-on. This adjective describes an activity where you use your hands to build, create, or repair things directly.
Step by step. This idiom means doing things slowly and gradually, taking one small phase at a time to reach a big goal.
Speaking of joy, Ryan, do you have any hobbies that you used to do as a child that you still love doing today?
Oh, definitely. When I was a kid, I used to collect vintage vinyl records with my dad. I still love going to small music shops on weekends to look for old albums.
Vinyl records. That is such a cool and unique hobby. There is something really special about listening to music on physical vinyl instead of a smartphone screen.
Exactly. It forces you to sit down, listen to the whole album, and really appreciate the music. It never goes out of fashion.
That sounds like a wonderful way to spend a quiet Sunday afternoon. For me, a childhood hobby I still love is baking bread.
Baking bread from scratch, that takes a lot of patience and practice.
It really does. But mixing the flour, waiting for the dough to rise, and smelling fresh bread in the oven is so satisfying. It always turns into a great treat for my family.
I can almost smell it from here. Baking is such a peaceful way to spend quality time at home.
It really is. And, spending time practicing your English listening every day is just like baking bread. It takes patience, but the results are so rewarding.
That is a perfect comparison, Sarah. When you listen to English podcasts regularly, your brain gets used to the sounds and rhythms of natural speech.
So, if you are enjoying this English conversation practice today, please support our channel. Hit the like button and subscribe to English Listening Pod.
Yes, every subscription helps us reach more learners around the globe who want to improve their English listening skills and learn English for beginners.
And here's our question for you today. Do you collect anything as a hobby, like coins, stamps, books, or vinyl records? Tell us in the comments.
We love reading about your lives and hobbies. It helps us feel connected to all of you from every corner of the world.
Another hobby that many people enjoy from time to time is spending time outdoors in gardens or parks, just taking daily walks.
Walking is so underrated. Going for a 30-minute walk every day is free, healthy, and gives you time to look forward to new ideas.
Absolutely. I always listen to English podcasts or language lessons while I walk. It combines physical exercise with mental learning seamlessly.
That is the ultimate way to multitask.
Now, let's do our lexicon analysis for this part of the dialogue. Here are 5 important words and phrases we used. Out of fashion. This phrase describes something that is no longer popular or modern, but can still be loved for its vintage style.
Turn into. This phrasal verb means to change or develop into something else or become a specific result.
Quality time. This phrase refers to time spent giving your full, undivided attention to a rewarding activity or loved ones.
From time to time, this common idiom means occasionally or once in a while, but not happening every single day.
Look forward to. This phrasal verb means to feel excited and happy about something good that is going to happen in the future.
Learning these everyday expressions will help you speak English much more naturally and with confidence.
Hobbies really do enrich our daily lives, don't they? They give us something fun to look forward to after work or study.
They really do. And the best part is that you don't need to be an expert at your hobby. You just need to enjoy the process and have fun.
Exactly. Whether you love cooking, hiking, reading, or practicing your English listening skills, every small moment counts. Consistency is key.
That is so true. Spending just 10 or 15 minutes every single day with natural English podcasts will help you think in English much faster in the long run.
It is important to take time off and do activities that make you feel peaceful and relaxed. Hobbies balance our busy schedules.
Well said, Sarah. Before we wrap up our conversation about hobbies today, let's do our final lexicon analysis for this part.
Enrich. This verb means to improve the quality of something by adding good things or value to it.
Consistency. This noun means doing something regularly in the same way over a period of time to build a habit.
In the long run. This idiom refers to a long period of time in the future rather than the immediate present.
Take time off. This phrase means to stop working or studying for a short period to rest or do personal activities.
Wrap up. This phrasal verb means to complete, finish, or bring an activity or conversation to an end successfully.
Now it is time for our special shadowing section. Shadowing is a powerful technique to improve your pronunciation and spoken English.
That's right. I will read each important sentence normally, and then Ryan will repeat it slowly, syllable by syllable, so you can speak along with us. Repeat after us, out loud. What do you like to do in your free time?
What do you like to do in your free time?
I love spending time outdoors in nature.
I love spending time outdoors in nature.
Learning a new language is a fantastic hobby.
Learning a new language is a fantastic hobby.
Practice makes progress every single day.
Practice makes progress every single day. Great job practicing your pronunciation. Doing this exercise regularly builds strong muscle memory for speaking English smoothly.
Great job practicing your pronunciation. Doing this exercise regularly builds strong muscle memory for speaking English smoothly.
If you made it all the way to the end of this video, you are a true champion. To let us know you watched until the very last second, please comment the emoji art or write the phrase Hobby Master in the comments below.
Yes, write Hobby Master or use one of the new vocabulary words you learned today in a practice sentence down in the comments section. We reply to as many comments as we can.
Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to English Listening Pod. When you subscribe, it really helps the YouTube algorithm recommend our video to other English learners across the globe.
Thank you so much for listening and practicing with us today. Keep practicing your English every day, stay curious, and we will see you in our next lesson. Goodbye, everyone.